Hello, hello, hello. So just getting going here again. Let's have a look. Pretty sure you can hear me. Uh, Not sure. It says you should be live. Just checking that I actually am live. No one here in the chat. And let's see. There we go. Working on Twitch. Doesn't seem to be on YouTube, but oh no, there we go. Okay, good. All up and running. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get going. Let's click on that. Okay, cool. So this is where we got to. We have the Pepsi can. I edited the texture here. The reason for this is because Pepsi have a new, well, not new, but they have this new campaign in 2024. See with the different logo, well, not a different logo, but just updated. Um, so earlier I was using the previous one, which was this logo here. So I got to make new textures for this. So I've been working on it, and we have the splash, we have the water, we have the phoenix that we've done for the splash of the water around this. Let's see, if I come here, you can see this, and if I click on interactive rendering, it'll give you an idea. And I've animated the camera as well. So here you can just see the water going through, going around. If I select a different frame, obviously this is not the best quality here. But you can get an idea of what's happening. And this is as the water's hitting the back of it. So we've done this in Chaos so far. And also, if you look, I've also animated the camera. If I just isolate the can, it's easier to see. I just animated it so it moves closer and further away, and also the Pepsi can is rotating slightly. Okay, cool. And then if we go into Photoshop, I have more textures, so I've edited this one in there, and I'm going to have to edit some other ones in there as well. So we'll just see how these are. Okay, I don't actually have it. I can bring Photoshop here. And we just go here. We go Documents. And I think it's all in here. I believe. That's the one I have. But I believe it's a PNG that's in here. Here we go, PSD, sorry. Oh, I didn't save the new one? Or I saved it somewhere else? What's this? That's not working. Obviously I can just drag this on top here so we can see how it is, but it doesn't really make sense since I thought I was pretty sure I saved that. Maybe I saved it in here. That's again the JPEG. But I don't see the PSD. I mean, it doesn't matter so much. I can just remake it, so it's fine. Um, Okay, I guess I have to remake it, which is okay. Let's see, turn this off, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off, and that. And, I mean, obviously I don't have to remake the Pepsi Max one, but I have to remake the others. So for now I'm just going to make one more. Um, Here you can see this. This is a quick render of one of the frames of the water hitting the Pepsi can, and it was before I changed the texture on there. So we can do the diet one or the original. We'll go with diet, I think. I'm just holding shift down. I'm going to make this 50%, reduce the opacity, just so I can see how it lines up with the existing one. Control T. Let's be about the same shape and size. You know, there's something wrong, like this is not lining up when it should, so I don't know if I forgot to press shift or if for some reason this is just maybe, oh, I know, I think I know why it is. Yeah, it's because I changed the other one. I changed the background one, I believe. Well, something like that, right? I probably take that off. I'm just going to use the diet word. But what I am going to do is replace the background. The black background has to become this silver, and we're going to actually need two materials. We'll need a mask for this. So if I do the black, or we can just do a solid filter layer, new fill layer, solid color. We just click OK. I don't really mind what it is right now. I'm going to make it invisible and then just pick this gray. I can turn it on. And then I can say only go where the black is. So if I just double click here, I can take this down and this. Just take the whole thing down. Something like this. And yeah, we're going to have to just put this separate because this is the wrong color. Okay, that's good. If I turn this off, that's even better. If I put a mask on this over here, just make sure the black, I'm just going to make sure the black here is underneath and press delete, and that'll put a mask there like that. And then I press M, oh, I want circle. I'm basically going to go for another mask. I can press Control T just so I can change this. I'll have to do that other mask in the background again. I didn't mean that to change. Just zoom in here. You can get the idea here from this how big this needs to be. Okay. I'm just going to do, what I'm going to do is do it Control J to make a copy of this, make this black, delete this mask, and put the layer mask here on. This is set not to be on anything black, so it's not doing anything. So we can put it there. Okay. And here, Control T. And let's see what's happened. Somehow we've got this up here, so we can just get rid of that. Okay. So, let's see. All right. So we just see here what we're doing. Okay. Let's move back. So I need this to be on top of. I need this to be pretty much on top of everything, right? Okay. I'm going to take this again. I'm just figuring out this workflow because this is sort of backwards. I made this map already and God. This is affecting what's under there. I don't want it to do that. So I'm just going to put anything here and then I can just press Control T and I can move this. And I just need it to be above slightly. This does not need to be exact. Okay. I can just click on there and just press Control J on this. And then I have my Pepsi, which the reason it doesn't matter about being exact is because I have this black background here that's going to go in. So that's going to put the black circle there. I can delete this layer mask now. And this can go like this. So we've now got the gray. We need the diet to come through. I'm just going to bring this on the top. And because this is blurry, I don't want it to be blurry. The diet, I don't mind so much about being blurry. Like ideally it wouldn't be, but it doesn't matter as much. If I turn that off, it's close enough. So Control J. And this will just go as a reference. It can go up the top. These can be deleted. This can be deleted. Okay, and here, if I just select the black, Control I, oops, Control J, let's see what we have. So that's made it more definite. Now these edges here, I guess, would be more straight and blocky, but like I said, for me, it's not a problem with this. What I do need to do is in here, for some reason, I've got this line around here that I created at some stage. I don't think it was in the original one, was it? There's a white line. So somehow I have added that in. I don't know where, but I'm going to have to just edit it out. So just select this, just press Alt, click, and we're just going to paint over this here. I get in close because this is so close to the red and I don't want it going over the red. So I'm going to make sure the hardness is set high, otherwise it would just blur out the edge of the red as well. Okay. Okay. So that's up there, and then down here I'm going to have to use the blue. I don't know why I'm doing Pepsi and not Coke. I've done a project before for Coke. I've never done a project for Pepsi. But I was just trying things out. And when I was a kid, I used to like Pepsi, so. Although now I prefer Coke, so it's a bit weird. Anyway, hey Rajdeep. Alright, we got this. Delete that. And I just want to look at where this diet is in relation to the max. Max was a bit lower and a bit bigger, but I don't know what this, how it is in reality on the can. Here it's small, but there's no max here as a reference. Let's see. Maybe if I just Google Pepsi Max and Pepsi Diet. Here it's small, right? And Max is kind of big. Oh, we just shrink it down. It's fine. I'm just going to make it a smart object so I can scale it back up without losing detail. And I don't know if this is the correct size, but I'm just going to use that. And it's at the top of, I think it'll be about right. And then we need this label back in, which was this one. I'm just going to bring this above and just figure out how I'm going to do this. Just put a marquee over here. So, just thinking, like there's various ways. I can just select the blue and hit delete. Oops, gotta select here, hit delete, and then it does that. I don't know if that's what I want to do. Control D. If I invert it all, I've inverted that. I inverted the mask instead of the image. Control I get this. But I need this not inverted, which is fine. And then I can just click on here and say, get rid of the white. Oops. Oh, sorry, current layer, get rid of the white. There we go. And like something like that. And then I can, because you can still see the yellow here. So, I mean, we can just hue saturation is fine. And then bring the saturation down, Control Alt G, just lock it to that layer. Okay, now here we've still got this layer here, which we want to get rid of. So that's going to be gotten rid of by bringing this down. There we go. It's gone. Maybe a bit too much. It's going to have to be something like that. No one's going to notice this stuff here, and it's just not going to come up. You would pay to learn. I haven't. I mean, I could. I could teach full 3ds Max for interior design purposes. My wife told me I should do some courses. I just haven't done them. Just because there's a lot in putting them together. But I mean, it's something we could look at and discuss and see what you want to do. If you go on my website, you can just send me an email and then we can just get in touch that way. My website is www.leon51.org. So yeah, you can just go on there. Um, Yeah. I don't know what you mean, ONL9. Online, I guess? Uh, yeah, I can teach it online. Hang on. Yeah, just go to the website and send me an email, and then we can discuss it. Okay. Just gonna copy this, bring it up, Control I. Oh, that didn't work because it's got holes in it. Control G, that came off. This we're going to delete this. I'm going to make another copy of this and bring it up. I just need this barcode to be the other way around. Yeah, I don't know, Rajdeep, if you're like what your level is with 3ds Max. If you know it at all, if you don't know it, like I don't know what your intention is and so on. I move, I moved the other one, so I'm gonna move this too. Let's put that on. Bringing this over here. It's about there, right? Yeah, that's good. Okay, I deleted that by accident. Put that. And we want to get rid of the blue on this. You know, we can just do contiguous, and that's set 50 is too high, but like 15 or 20 should be fine. And just make sure this is selected, and then delete. Just delete that. And put this in. I'm going to put another, like I want this to be black. So I'm going to put another hue saturation, just because I think it looks better. And bring it down. And I can just delete out this here. Okay, fine. All right, that'll do for the label, for the diet. So this is sort of my workflow I'm going to be doing for the different bottles, different cans, I mean. File, save a copy. Let's check this to JPEG. Pepsi Diet. And I'm going to save this as Pepsi. Because I got new. Anyway, Pepsi labels. And close it. I'm just going to see what the other one was. I think that's, yeah, that's this one, isn't it? Pepsi new label PSD is the old one, which, yeah, I've overwrote this. I should have overwritten it. I don't know why I didn't save. File. We can also check open and just go here and just check for PSTs in case I put it in the wrong place. No, it's not there. Okay, fine. So, actually, I do need one other thing for the other one because I think the diet. Um, yeah, see, this is a metal can, right? And so I got to make that metal and not gray, which is what it is right now. So to get around this, I have to have a mask for just the gray, so that can be metal. And strangely enough, I'll probably make this black. But anyway, let's see. Sorry. The microphone was touching my beard. A mask. Trying to think of the best way of doing it. Control. No, that doesn't really work. I need this and I need that inverted, so we just need black and white. Layer, we're going to do 2. New fill layer, solid color. Okay. I need a white one and I need a black one. And I'm probably going to get these incorrect, but that's fine. So first we're going to get the Pepsi label out, which is that one. No, it's slightly bigger, right? This one. Yeah, that one. Okay. And so for example, I can just put this in as the mask. Okay, that's the first part. Then we need the diet word out, which is there. So I can just press delete. We'll take that out. And then I need the label out. Oops. And the label's going to be a bit different. I think I need to, damn it. I think what I need to do is, I need to figure this out. So the label, let's try and just copy this, bring this above, do that, delete this mask. Yeah. So I need this blue off, get rid of contiguous, delete. I want those, delete. It's going to stay on, let's check. Get rid of that, that can stay there. Okay, that's actually fine, I think. I can put a, where it's gray, the other color is going to come through and I don't want that. So, it's going to come through like 50%. So we do hue saturation, attach, saturation down to nothing. And then I'm also going to put a curves on. And the purpose of the curves here is just to make it so the metal comes through less in places like that. Okay, so that gives us our mask. File, save a copy. JPEG again. And Pepsi Diet, right? Didn't I save Pepsi Diet, or did I call it Diet? What? What is going on? Oh, it's there. Okay, Pepsi Diet mask. Okay, let's check that out. I don't like having labels in 2 different places. So this is my maps for working with assets. I've got them in 3 places. This is okay. Maps. Let's take all of these. This is for my research, that's why. So I was working in 2 different places. Cut these. Assets. What about images? Don't tell me I got more in there. Oh, it's just these. Okay, fine. The renders. I'm going to change that to renders. And then assets. These are the maps to use. This should be Pepsi model. It's not going to let me do it because it's already in the thing. And then we're going to go new mask, Pepsi, new logos. Paste. Okay. Pepsi. Assets. So we got these, the diet mask and diet. Okay, good. So let's go back into Max. Let's open up the material editor. Okay. So we've got this one. What we're going to do, I'm just going to press C, bring those all up. I'm going to make a copy of these for now. I'm probably going to change this in the future because I'm going to need to animate these. But anyway, for now, I can assign this to the bottle. This is the lid. Look, that's the blue. That's what this is. So this we can just change. I don't know what color it is on the diet. It's possibly black. And the Pepsi, this is going to have to be a blend material, like we discussed, but I am going to put in, okay, that's perfect. So look, Rajdeep, let me look at the email. I'm going to be on here for only like another 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'll look at your email and I'll get back to you, and then we can talk that way. Okay, so Pepsi Diet. I'm just going to drag this across. That's a bit too high, isn't it? But the Pepsi Max was fine, right? Yeah, Pepsi Diet. You know what? I'm going to leave it for now. I can get back to that later where everything needs to be. Pepsi Diet Mask is here. So the reason we need it is layered material. The reason I'm not going to get into it now is because it could be a bigger problem, because then maybe I need to change the location of the Pepsi logo for the Max one as well. So I'll look at it in a minute, but if I do it right now, yeah, if I do it right now, it doesn't help. Not while I'm trying to do this. So this, I can just change this. Oh, I did a layered material. Oops. Into a layered material. That's great. How to really mess up Max. If you're not careful, you get a layered material in a layered material. You can do it by accident quite easily sometimes. Um, and then, if you're using the compact material editor, it's easier to do it because here you just kind of see it how I did then. But then basically it only puts layer 1 in. So whatever you have into layer 1 will come through to layer 1, but nothing else. So anything else in your layered material that's into a layered material will just be a mess. I know from experience. All right, so we take this material and now we can just click on, it's not Chrome, is it? Well, we can put Chrome for now. We want to have a look at the reference image, which is like this. So it's kind of like a steel or like a chrome that's not perfect. So I think polished isn't really polished. It's more like chrome rough here, right? So we have that, and then I'm just looking at this blur amount. I don't know why that was set at 3 by someone else, not by me. So now we have no mask, so we're just seeing the metal. So I believe, unless this is, I don't believe this is an offset, right? That's why I clicked it to check these offsets and tiling and make sure it's not. So I can just, or I should be able to just drag this in, place it here, and use this directly as a mask. And yeah, I've done it wrong. Lol. I always get the black and the white wrong because it's white, which lets this one through. So if I just swap these over, that will also work. Anyway, or the other thing I can do is just come in here and go output and invert. But if I do invert, I don't think it shows here. It does show here. Okay, fine. It used to not show somewhere and it would show somewhere else. So now if I come in here and I do my interactive, I'll get my new can. Oh, there's no lights out there because I'm in isolation mode. Come out of isolation. Okay, so that's my new Diet Pepsi can. So I think that's looking okay. Um, yeah, there's a lot more going on with the water than you could see in the earlier one. So it's okay if I select this and hide the water. Now I can see how it's looking. Now you can clearly see the Pepsi logo is too high. But the interesting thing is, if I select the can and put the other material on, this one. Okay, so the Pepsi Max, okay, so it's a much, God damn it. What did I do? View image. I just made it bigger. Okay, so somehow I've been using really the wrong, even when I put this in, yeah. Okay, so I know what the problem is. The problem is I remember changing the map. So this is not the one that's on there, it's just pretending to be. So let's just find it. I can go through here, I mean, it's not, maps. It's that one. That's the one that's on there. Okay. So we just bring up Photoshop again, bring this up, and I'm just going to drag this on top. Okay. I got to stop this rendering. It's rendering in the background. Stop. Okay, go back to Photoshop. Yeah, you can see I moved this over to the side, and I changed the Pepsi logo sign. I can't believe I didn't save the PSD, but fine. Obviously I didn't, otherwise I would have it there. And if I go here, File, maybe it saved it somewhere else. Pepsi logos, YouTube screen, title. No, there's nothing here. Okay. I'm just trying to think now. I've got to think of the best way of doing this. I've got to kind of go backwards. Backwards to what I did already. If I do this, Control T, and then I'm going to bring this down below so I can see what I'm doing on top of it. Make sure I've got those selected, Control T, and if I press Shift, I can get these to the right place. If I take this down to 50, I should be able to see how it is on top of the existing one. Okay, that's good. And put these back up to 100. Select that, click on there. Damn it. Let's just make this black. Color it in. Okay. Back here, control that. Up here. Paint it. Okay. I mean, it's here, right? I'm just being an idiot. So here, let's do this properly. Control. Okay, then we need that diet in the right place. Because we've got this. Turn these off. Am I looking at that? Okay. Turn these off. So I've got the Pepsi logo, that's fine. And then diet. Turn that off. The diet. Just move something. Oh, I moved nothing. Diet's here. Just make sure it's lined up. That purple line means it's lined up. And it's something like that, right? It is. It's just smaller. Okay, I'm just going to make it smaller. It's more like this. Okay. And this, but let's put this one here. And then we can just line this up with it. There you go. Turn that off. And then bring this over. And then put that on. I've got this line around here, so I have got to what do I want? I don't know if I can easily do this. I think that's done it. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we're going to save this out as a new diet logo. Save as JPEG. Save a copy. Put this on JPEG. Diet. Yeah. 10 is fine. Come back into Max. I am going to assign this to this. And then let's show this. There we go. Pepsi Diet. I think that's much better. It does look like the Pepsi logo could be a little bit too high. But apart from the Pepsi logo being slightly too high, see, it should be down lower. I think we're good. So I'm going to actually bring that down and I'm going to change the other one. I'm going to make the other one I had before match. So this. There's so many different layers doing different things here. Pepsi Max, that's the wrong one. It's this one here. Delete that. Okay. This I don't need. Okay, we're going to take these, take it down to 50%. And I'm going to actually drag this down about there, I think. A bit more, like there. Okay. And this Pepsi Max, you can select the Max, just do Control J, and then just drag that down. Turn this, leave that on for now. Drag that down. I need it lined up with the other one. There you go. Okay. Cancel that. Put that to 100. Alright. And this, I'm not gonna delete this, I'm just gonna cover it up by doing a new fill color. We can just actually copy this, Control J. Put this down here, make this black, and I'm just going to cover this. So just mask that area. So now I've got this, and then I've got the new, and this up to 100. Alright, that gives me my new Pepsi Max one. File, save a copy. I'm going to check this because I don't know that this is going to look correct. I don't know that this is the updated one. Oh, it's here, right? Assets, Pepsi Max. Okay, that's good. I think that's good anyway. Like, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, and then we're going to come back in here. And do the same with the new one we were doing. Always takes so long doing all of this. Okay, we put this back on. Diet, that, that. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. Right. This I need to copy. Control J. Put this up here. What I'm going to do actually is let's turn this all off. Yeah. So this was the Pepsi Max, right? So I'm just going to press Shift, put that in a folder, and call that Max. Okay. And I should be able to turn that off. And this can be just the diet one. Okay. We're going to have the diet mask above as well. Just so when I come back to it, it's not like I know what I'm doing, you know? Let's turn these back on. Just trying to get this in the right place because I know it's in the wrong place. Or I think it's in the wrong place. Let's do a copy of this. Okay, now that's in the right place. That's fine. And then the diet is this one here, right? Yeah. And that is in the middle? No. There, fine. Okay, so we've got that Pepsi diet. I can just call that diet. And then we're going to have the diet mask above. File, save a copy. If I'm going to be doing the other ones, I need to have them all in the right place. JPEG, Pepsi diet, yes, 10. So if I click on that, yeah, that's where the new circle is. And then click on the diet. Like I'm pressing Control and click. That's that. And then I have deleted this, haven't I? Like an idiot. It's fine. Control J. No, Control Z. Control D. But that's still selected. I need to copy this. Control J. Make sure that's still on it. Control G. Let's flip this, Control I, like invert it. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. This is okay. All right, let's invert this. And then we just want the blue out, so we're just going to select the blue, which is what I did before. And delete. And put it curves. And we're just going to do hue saturation. These two, Control G, so it just affects this layer. And the saturation we can bring down. Okay. And here, we need everything inside here to be black. Like, not to be black, to be like not metal, right? So I'm just going to press L, just draw around here. And do a new layer. Just do that. Bring that up there, delete that mask, and put on a new one. Okay, good. That will work. File, save a copy. Oops. File, save a copy. JPEG. Diet mask here. Save. Yeah. Okay. So all we've been doing to now is masks. So we got this. If I put this on, yeah, you see? So the whole point is to have the logos just swapping. So max doesn't matter, but the Pepsi logo needs to be in the same place. So that's done. And if I'm here and rendering, just make sure it's coming out as metal. Yeah, it is. Perfect. Okay, good. Good. All right. And this back here, this is where all the water comes out of. Okay, so the next thing to look at, I'm not going to look very much at this. I'll be off in like 10 minutes. Or maybe even earlier. My kid said they'll be home in 10 minutes ago, so I guess they're at the train station walking up, and I'll be up here in a minute. So I'm just going to save this, Control S, and I want this. This is the diet mask, so we're just going to select that. Diet mask. Okay, and that's it. I'll leave this on because this is like my original one, but these things can all go in the bin. This is going to go up to the top, and these we're going to put in another folder and just call it references. Okay. Okay, fine. So this I can close, and this I can close, and yeah. So I'm going to go to YouTube. Yeah. All right. We need to um, have a look at Chaos Phoenix, and we need. Let's just see. I'm going to put this down. It'll show me my guys. I think not the guys. The guys I think it shows me. I'm live. Woohoo! Here we go. Redefine FX. So we're going to follow one of his tutorials. He does some really nice tutorials here. So videos, playlists. Okay, where is it? The dogs are going wild and the kids are home. Okay, so I'm just going to show what we're going to do next time. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Levi. So we're going to want something like this. This is one of them. Open that in a new tab, and this is what we did for the water. We can do something like that. That would be kind of cool, but I wasn't planning to. I was planning to do. I'm not sure. I'll find it for next time, and I'll show you. But for now, we're going to do something like this with the Pepsi logo in the background as it goes along. Yeah, maybe something more like that. So we'll have that, and we'll have that in there as part of the whole thing. Okay, cool. All right, so see you next time.